stitched lace dreams into notebooks, drew veils on the corners of maps, twirled in my room in borrowed heels, counting heartbeats in fact.
안녕. 안녕. 안녕.